My name is Allie.
And I'm Caleb.
And we've been coming to Christ Church for 2.5 years. Then we got connected to a small group that now it's really part of our lives.
Yeah, definitely.
We do everything together. We all had kids at the same time.
Tithing has always been a big part of how I was raised. I grew up in the church. I know Allie did as well. And so our money, we've always viewed our money as God's money, and we've always been taught to give. And so with Take Root, it was easy to give. I think coming to an amount and figuring out what that would look like was a little bit more challenging.
It would be easy to think, when I pay these loans off, then we can give. Or, when we've reached this point in our careers, we can give. But we decided to start early on, make it a point early on. I don't think there will ever be a point in our lives where we can say we've made it.
Yeah.
The challenge, I think, came later on once we had our son, Logan, about a year ago. I think you can prepare and plan financially as much as possible. But when he started daycare a few months into having him is when I think we really started to feel the financial burden. We definitely were feeling monthly the amount that was coming out for Take Root. And I think it would have been easy to say, well, let's maybe back off a little bit. Let's change the amount. But I think we both decided that this was a commitment that the Lord would be faithful to us. And I think the challenges are financially, it's not easy.
It's gotten harder and harder as we've gone through Take Root. And I think in doing that, though, I feel like it has allowed us to lean in on God and really pray and trust Him and how He's going to use our money.
It's taught me that I am not praying as much as I thought I was. At the beginning, when it felt a little bit easier to give, we were just giving and I was happy and okay, we checked that box off, we've given this month. But then when it started to get more challenging to give and when it was tighter and when I thought about what bill could be paid with that or what fun thing we could do with that money, I realized I needed to start praying for the money that each month as we gave it instead of just giving it and moving on. So I've definitely been challenged to pray for that money and not think about it as just a box that's being checked, but as part of an act of worship. In some ways. And I feel like there have been some conversations where I'm just like, what else do we cut? There's nothing else to cut. Do we start selling things? Like selling our TVs? What do we do? But I think the encouragement is knowing that I get to be a part of the kingdom work, and that's giving financially too. It's not always just serving with your time. God can teach us the most when we're giving financially. I think of the parable of the woman giving, all that she had, and people laughed at it, telling her that wasn't enough and, kind of trying to embarrass her for the small amount that she was giving. But God was more blessed by that small amount than the biggest amount. So I feel like that's encouraging. If God smiles upon that, then He's happy with, hopefully, with what we're doing.